Hi everybody, Craig here. Welcome back to the Battle for Wesnoth campaign, Heir to the Throne. In our last episode, we completed scenario number 1, and in doing so, we learned the history of how the evil Queen Ashavir came to possess the throne of Wesnoth. We also were introduced to Konrad, who is one of the last true heirs to the throne. So Konrad is the nephew of the murdered king. And we also were introduced to Delfador, who is the elder mage that was loyal to the original king of Wesnoth. Delfador actually killed the king's son, and the king's son is actually the individual who murdered his father. So it's quite a twisted tale of betrayal and deceit. And of course, Konrad, being the legitimate heir to the throne, was a massive threat to Queen Ashavir, and so she sent her orcish forces into the Aethenwood to basically try to kill him. So again, he's been raised in secret in the Aethenwood by the elves and by Delfador, and unfortunately his peaceful life has been interrupted and he's been forced to go on the run. So we were able to thankfully escape with Konrad, but we don't know where we're going to go from there. So before we proceed into scenario number 2, I would just like to give a couple of quick shout outs to a few individuals who left some excellent comments on the previous episode. The first of those comments is from Oni Rusanen. Now, Oni pointed out that when I was upgrading this archer, so thankfully in the last episode, I was able to promote one of my Elvish archers into an Elvish marksman. And you can see right here that the marksman has marksman, which is an ability that basically means when you attack offensively, the ranged attack has a minimum 60% chance to hit, which is fantastic. So this is kind of the ranged focused version of the archer upgrade. The other option, if we go into our choices here, if we go back to the archer, the other choice I could have made was the Elvish Ranger, which is a little bit more of a jack of all trades. So a little bit less effective ranged attack, but a more effective melee attack. And what Oni is pointing out is that something I didn't notice last episode is that we also get access with the Ranger to ambush. Now, this is an ability that means this unit can hide in forest and remain undetected by its enemies. So the translation of what this actually means in practice, enemy units cannot see this unit while it is in forest, except if they have units next to it. Any enemy unit that first discovers this unit immediately loses all its remaining movement. So basically it allows you to, as the name implies, to ambush enemy forces. So this could actually be really, really useful moving forward. I'm still very glad that I chose the marksman because I did want a ranged focused unit that kind of, really specialized in that. But I appreciate Oni pointing this out because I think I'm going to take advantage of the Ranger if I can promote some additional archers. So thank you very much to Oni for that. One last thing is that Oni also pointed out that the AI units are absolutely impacted by ambush, so they don't get to kind of cheat around it or anything like that. And then quickly, there's a comment from Thomas Hazelwood. Thomas actually pointed out that when he played this campaign once upon a time, he actually used a pathway that I didn't take. So he moved Konrad along the forest path here, as you can see. And this is effective because obviously moving through the forest really delays your movement when you're a human and not an elf because you're impeded by the forest. So effectively, moving along here would actually have been pretty quick for me. And then you're right next to your elvish allies, and then you would proceed north. So just to remind everybody, I went north and then kind of went through the forest here with Konrad, and it ended up working out just fine. But I appreciate Thomas pointing out that there is an alternate approach to take. Anyway, big thank you for the excellent comments there, guys. And without any further ado, let's proceed to scenario number 2. Blackwater Port. We should be able to board a ship at Blackwater Port, but it seems the orcs are heading there too. Rebels who hate Ashavir and are loyal to the memory of the king desperately hold the port, as it is one of the only places where they can ship supplies and weapons. Delfador, some orcs are following us. We must make haste. Delfador, my old friend, we had heard of your coming, and of the attacks on the elves. It is good to see you again, although I would prefer it were not in such sad times. Konrad, this is Kalen. one of the mightiest of the horse lords, and one of the few who is willing to oppose the Dark Crown. Rumor has it that his lance has slain 50 men and 100 orcs. It seems the orcs have come here too, to try to wrest this port from our hands. Our defenses are still weak, but reinforcements will arrive soon. We will help you fight them off until the reinforcements arrive. With your help, we have hope we can fend them off. But you must not tarry here long, for your survival is even more important to our cause than the strength of the port. A ship is due here in 2 days. Surely it will be able to take you to safety. And the ship will take us to Alduin? Yes, we will sail to the Isle of Alduin, my home, Konrad, and the home of many Magi. I will send one of my horsemen to serve under you. I offer you my support, Konrad, and the support of my men. From now on, you will be able to recruit horsemen. Thank you, sir. But how shall I best use these horsemen? How do they differ from elves? Elves may be the lords of the forest, but horsemen are powerful as well. On the plains, under the midday sun, they can fell the toughest foes with sharp spears and under heavy hoofs. Recruit troops wisely, Konrad, and remember that you can recall experienced units from past battles to help you fight again. Greetings, young master. I pledge myself to your service. Konrad, note that Haldiel does not seek gold upkeep. As a loyal unit, he fights for us solely out of loyalty to our cause. Such units are extremely valuable. Take care to use them cautiously in battle, lest they fall. Alright, here we are, scenario number 2, Blackwater Port. Our victory condition is to resist until the end of the turns. There's 9 turns left. Our alternative objective is to defeat the enemy leader. We would get an early finish bonus, and there's a special bonus if we're able to do that. Our defeat conditions are the death of Konrad, the death of Delfador, or the death of Sir Kalen. And of course, we have the gold carryover bonus. 40% of gold is carried over to the next scenario. All right, well, I'm going to make sure that what I should say is I'm going to try my best to get this special bonus and to defeat the enemy leader. But if I end up not being able to, at the very least, I need to make sure that I'm able to resist until the end of the turns. All right, let's survey the battlefield here and see what we've got. So we're starting off, it is dawn. So that means we're going to transition into day very shortly. So to the north here in this sort of turquoise blue color, you can see that we've got Sir Kalen, who's a Grand Knight, and presumably he's going to recruit some additional horseman units that will be able to sort of help me out in this battle. You can also see here that he's got 2 loyal swordsmen. These are level 2 units that are quite good in melee, and they're going to be assisting as well. And then if we move over here to the purple, you can see that we've got an orcish warlord we're going to have to take on. That's a level 2 melee unit that's going to be very tough, and presumably he's going to recruit a bunch of orcs here that are going to pose a real problem for me. Now, there are some villages down here that are currently belonging to my ally, and I'm pretty sure I'll be able to capture them if I need to increase my gold income, basically. But let's see what we start off with. So, again, we have Konrad, and then we have Delfador. We're going to try to get some experience with Konrad as we go. We want to level him up gradually as we move through the campaign. Now, we also have ourselves this loyal horseman who, again, we want to, as the sort of tutorial messages there suggest, we want to make sure we hang on to him because he is loyal and doesn't take upkeep. All right, so let's see. We can recall some of our units. So we have our marksman, and then we have a few of our other units that actually gained a fair bit of experience there. So I think what we'll do is we will recall our scout, and then we will also bring back, we'll try to probably keep our elves kind of to the forest as much as we can. We'll bring back our marksman, and we will also recall our archer here as well, who was actually quite close to leveling up. And then at this point, we can also, as they indicated, we can recruit horsemen. We can also recruit our scouts. And then our other units here are fighters and shamans. Now, we did have a shaman here who was intelligent and resilient. I do quite like intelligence, as it means you have less experience to level up. The only thing is this is quite expensive, 20 to bring a unit back, versus if I were to just recruit one, it would only cost me 15. Again, is that worth it when you think about having intelligent? It's debatable. My other unit here that I could recall is a fighter who has resilient and strong, which is quite good to have on a fighter unit, on a melee unit. So this one I may actually bring back, even though, again, it is more costly. I think I will recall this one, just because I like that set of attributes. And then I am going to recruit myself a shaman as well. All right, so that's going to do it for recruiting units, but now we can head out and start capturing some villages. So let's head down this way. There we go. Again, this is going to augment our income, which is the important thing here. Delfador is going to just go as far as he can here. Konrad, we're going to move over. And then that's going to do it for our first turn. So I think we're good there. Yeah, so we're going to end it there. All right, Sir Kalen is summoning, or excuse me, recruiting some units. Oh yeah, and there we go. You can see we've got some orcish archers that are being produced. We've also got a wolf rider. Thankfully, all the units are level 1, so that bodes well for me at least. All right, so let's take our elvish scout, perhaps. Okay, this doesn't count as anything. I just wanted to see if that was a village. It would be great to actually capture some of these additional villages down here, so maybe we'll send the shaman down to do that. But again, I can't really dilly-dally. I need to start kind of pressing to get up to the fight. So maybe what I'll do is I'll actually send my scout. You know what? I'm going to get pretty aggressive here. I'm going to head north to this village, but I'm going to start pressing a lot of my troops into the fight here. Konrad, I think I'm actually going to send in as well, although I have to be careful because I may want to keep him back to be able to recruit a few additional units if need be. But that said, I do want him getting some experience, so... All right, with our horsemen, we'll grab another village. Okay. Yeah, and this... You know what? We can always come back with Konrad if need be, but... You know what? All right, we'll head back. I kind of talked myself in a circle. We'll head back, and we will recruit one more... We'll grab a scout. That'll just give us a little bit more mobility. All right, there we go. That should be good. I think Delfador is the only one who has to still move, so we can advance with Delfador pretty aggressively, I think, here. Let me just see what's the range on the... Oh, yeah. Okay, we're out of range, so we're fine. We can go here. Okay, perfect. And that's everybody who can move. That's going to do it for our turn. Boy, they really don't give us a lot of time here. Only 9 turns. Okay, and so Sir Kalen is sending his knights in. That's going to help us out tremendously. Okay, and here come the orcish forces. Yikes, and he's continuing to recruit. This is going to be very, very difficult. I may actually need Konrad back just to recruit units. Okay, now Delfador is extremely powerful in ranged combat, so what I could do with him... Again, I don't want him in by himself, but I could get pretty aggressive with him, actually, if I really was so inclined. I'm going to try to keep my elves to the forest where they have the most benefit. We're going to head over here with our scout. And then I think what we'll also do is we'll take our shaman and we'll head over this way just to grab this village. Meanwhile, this scout can head over this way to get into the fight. And then with our horsemen here, actually, we can go and engage. Oh, and look at this with our charge attack. We can go and engage this grunt. The only problem there is that then we're going to be at risk of an attack from this archer. which I would really like to avoid, to be honest. Presumably this grunt is going to try to grab the village down here. Yeah, and we can't really head them off the pass with Delfador. And I need to be careful, because if Delfador gets too, you know, kind of up in combat, he's going to actually be in a really tough spot. I mean, he'll be able to pretty much one-hit anything he attacks, more or less, with his magic. Well, I shouldn't say that. He has a really good chance to do a ton of damage. You know what? I'm going to send him up. This is a risky play, but I'm going to be really aggressive here. Perfect. All right, there's a kill. And again, getting experience with Delfador really isn't as useful, because he's already at his kind of final stage unit class here. And so when you see purple, that just means that they're not going to be able to evolve into any other type of unit. So just to remember that. Now, with this Horseman, I have to be very careful. I think I'm actually going to head up here. Yeah, that should be fine. All right, now let's just double check. So again, with Konrad, we could recruit an additional unit. You know what? Let's grab one more Horseman. And then I think we're going to actually head in with Konrad. All right, end it there. Let's see what our ally does. Hopefully they just go straight in here. Okay, excellent. Yeah, I'm going to need the help, so... Delfador is going to come under attack for sure. Thankfully, being in the woods, he at least takes a little bit less damage. That was wise from the crossbowman there not to use a ranged attack, because Delfador does an insane amount of damage, so... Yikes, I don't know if we're going to be able to get in there to kill him. It's going to be a really tough thing to do. But we're going to try our best here. Oh, and of course, it's now dusk, which means we're going to be at a disadvantage here very shortly. Alright, let's kill off the rider, since we're able to. Oh, we missed. Shoot. Okay, well, we tried anyway. Our horseman can step on up and go in for a spear charge here. Ooh, I do have to be careful, though. I don't want to put him in unnecessary risk. If I go here, then he can be attacked by multiple units, which would be a little bit dangerous. You know what, though? I think it'll be fine. Let's try it. Oh, we missed. Shoot. Nice. Okay, at least we hit once. That's great. And then our marksman can step on up and do some hefty damage to this archer, so let's do that. Ooh, don't like taking that damage. That's not good. Yikes. Yeah, that's really not good. We definitely cannot afford to lose that unit. And you know what? I was going to capture this village, but I think I'd rather just get my shaman in there for the healing. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have dilly-dallied down there with the shaman. All right, let's see where our other units can reinforce here. So we'll head into the woods. Our scout can actually advance in and try to help a little bit with some... Thankfully, the Elvish scout actually does well in the forest, which is really good. So we can move in and try to assist here with some sword attacks, so let's do that. Very nice. Oh, that worked out very well. Okay. And then our fighter can advance. Konrad can also advance here into the mountains. I think that's most of our units except for this scout, who we can also advance up with. Okay. Yeah, that's going to do it. So let's see what happens next. Yikes, yeah, it's very, very difficult to get in there in time. Nice kill there from the... Oh, excellent. Okay, clearing the path for us a little bit. The only thing there that kind of sucks when my ally gets the kills is I don't get the experience boost from that. So, it's the only thing to keep in mind. Oh, ouch. Okay, our horseman... Oh, no! Oh, and of course we lost our loyal unit. Right as I said, oh, we need to make sure we protect the loyal unit. What do we end up doing? We lose the loyal unit. Well, we're going to proceed. We're going to keep going here. Again, because I'm trying to go real aggressive and get the kill. I could have sat back and just kind of let them come to me, but I'm trying to be very aggressive here. And Delfador, unfortunately, has taken quite a bit of damage. Alright, let's kill off the grunt. Very nice, okay. And then, with our Scout and Horseman units here, I think we can probably do some pretty hefty work. So let's ride in and go for a spear charge here. Nice. Perfect. There's a kill for our Horseman. And then, you know what? We can also do some sword damage here. Very nice. We did take some punishment, but we dished out quite a bit of damage there, thankfully. You know what? And here we go. We've got a grunt who can take, has no ranged attacks. So let's do our longbow. Oh, that's great. Nice. And there's the kill and some good experience for our marksman. Okay, so now step up. We could do some bow attacks to the rider. Alternatively, we could step up with our archer, which might be a better move. The only thing then is the archer could step up and do some sword attacks here to kind of spread the damage around a little bit. Konrad can't quite make it in there, so we'll kind of advance here with him. I think the archer, yeah, I think we're going to do this just because I want to get the fighter in there as well. So we'll do the bow attacks. No such luck. All right. We'll step up and we'll do some melee attacks here. Very nice. And then we will follow up with some additional sword attacks from our scout. Okay, we landed one. That's not bad. And then we have our shaman, who, again, I foolishly left behind. All right, I think that's going to do it. We'll end it there. Nice kill there from the Horseman. Very nice, clearing the path for me. Oh, ouch. I think my scout just got killed. That's really unfortunate. Oh, and that scout died too. Oh, my marksman better not go down. Yeah, I'm really throwing everything I've got at try to get to the enemy leader here. Maybe that wasn't the best idea, but all right, let's do... Got a grunt here who can definitely use some damage. You know what? Let's go here, and we'll try to entangle and slow. Nice. Okay, we slowed. So then we can advance here. And just to remind everybody, when a unit is slowed, let's see. Slow halves the damage caused by attacks, and the movement cost for a slowed unit is doubled. So now, when this unit hits back in melee, it's going to only do half damage. So that's great for me. So now we can get up there with our marksman and do some hefty damage. Very nice. And there's the kill. Might have been better to try to get the kill with my archer, but... and you know what? Now, of course, this archer, I've moved him, and it's not useful. Yeah, that was a bit of a mistake. That's all right, but... let's do some bow attacks, perhaps. Delfador should probably try and kill this grunt. Excellent. Okay, that's good. And then our fighter can step up and do at least a little bit of damage, I guess, to this whelp. Although the problem is that whelp's going to just regenerate health. So maybe it would be more productive to go that way. Let's see if Konrad can get the kill here. Shoot. No such luck. All right, well, he did a little bit of damage. He got 1 experience anyway. And then we can get the finish with our fighter here. Nice, okay. Then our horseman... Well, we could charge right in there, but I'm thinking that's probably not a wise move at this stage. So instead what we'll do is we'll head there. All right. So that's going to do it for our turn. Yeah, we've lost a few of our units, which is really a shame. But again, we're going all out for the enemy leader. Okay, our allies are really just thinning them out, which is good for me. Nice, okay, the enemy leader's at least taken some damage. Although he's going to heal at that village. I'm glad my allies' units are coming under attack rather than my troopers. marksman thankfully didn't take too much damage there. Okay, my archer, on the other hand, might be able to get in there, and maybe we could get a kill with one of these whelps between kind of all of my units. I'm thinking we could kill off a few of them. All right, well, Delfador could go here. The only thing is, of course, the low defense here is a little bit sketchy. Konrad can also get in there and do some damage. All right, let's get Delfador in like this. And do some lightning, perhaps, right there. Yeah, I like that. We'll do that. Should be able to get the kill on this one. Hopefully. Okay, actually, you know what? That's fine, because now Konrad can step up and get the kill. Or, actually, maybe even better would be to get the kill with this archer and get the archer closer to leveling up. So let's try that. Okay, that's great. Look at that. Very close to a level up now. Meanwhile, we have this pesky troll who still needs to be kind of dealt with, not to mention this one down here. I think we're just going to ignore this troll and hope that maybe my allies' troopers there have to deal with him. Our shaman can go here and can entangle. Or try to, anyway. Nice, okay, a slow there, that's good. Our horseman can charge right in and go for the orcish archer. It's a bit of a suicide run here. Whoops. Nice. Okay, we got lucky on that first hit. That's good for us. I say suicide run because now we're kind of sandwiched in amongst all the enemy units, which isn't so good. Not to mention this troll is probably going to gang up on my horseman there. Now we can send our marksman in, but I think we're just going to go to the village to get our health back. Play it a little bit safe there anyway. Then our fighter can do a little bit of bow damage. Okay, that's good. And then Konrad can move to the high defense mountain area. And that's going to do it for our turn. Okay, at least the troll killed off my allies' unit rather than attacking any of my troopers. Okay, and as I predicted, okay, my ally dealt with that, so that's great. Ouch. Oh, no. Oh, no, my horseman went down. Although, thankfully, he did quite a bit of damage. Or at least did some, anyway. Okay, this troll needs to die in order to free up Delfador so I can get in there and blast the enemy leader with my magic. So, I think what we'll try to do here is... Oh, this is a bit of a tricky spot. You know what? Let's get our marksman in there to ensure the kill. Although, what are our odds of getting it right here? Let's see. We would have to land all of our attacks, I think, because 4, 4, 4 would be 12. Yeah, we'd have to land every hit, which is probably not going to happen, unfortunately. You know what? Konrad can step up and do some pretty hefty work on this orcish archer, so let's try that out. Nice, there we go. Got a kill, got some experience. That's exactly what we needed. All right, so we're going to try and get the kill here with our marksman, I think. Actually, you know what? We're not going to get the kill there. I'm thinking this marksman would be really helpful if Delfador doesn't get the finish. So maybe we have to... You know what we could do is go over here, try and get the kill on the rider. We'd have to hit 3 out of 4. 60%. What are our odds of getting the kill here? Let's just check. So we have a 47% chance of getting the kill versus... What are our odds here of getting the kill? Only a 24% chance. Yeah. Well, we definitely have a better chance over here, so I think that's what we'll try then. I hope this works. Ugh, of course it didn't work at all. That's great. All right, we'll send our marksman up, and we will kill, or try to kill the whelp. Okay, that's great. And then what we'll do is we'll send our shaman in here to entangle the warrior. Nice, there we go. And then Delfador can step up and hopefully get the kill. He'd have to hit 3 out of 4, but I think that's possible. So you know what, before we do that, let's actually just move over here. And then, you know what, let's do some damage while we can. And we'll do our sword attack just to have more options for hits here. Okay, there we go. We weakened him. And now we should be able to get the kill. The reason that I didn't use Delfador first, because obviously there would have been a chance there that I could have maybe gotten a kill with my fighter and really gotten him a lot of experience. And that's a great point. But the reason I did it that way is more so that I was concerned that if I couldn't get the kill with Delfador, that I didn't want to leave it up to chance. So I figured that this way, although, you know, I guess, well, anyway, we'll leave that thought hanging. Let's just move in and see if we can get the kill here. There we go. Reinforcements have arrived, but lo, our allies have already destroyed the Orcish army menacing our fair port. In honor, I must reward your valor. You have risked your life to defend our city. In return, I place one of my city's finest defenders in your service. Simir, step forward. I place your lance in the service of young Prince Konrad here. May you help him restore order to the country. It is my pleasure and honor to serve, my liege. Thank you for the help, friends. The ship should arrive soon. It will take you to Alduin. We should embark now. Safe voyage to you, friends. Rest assured that we will never surrender to the forces of the Dark Queen. Well, there you have it. We have emerged victorious. We only had 67 gold remaining, and we finished one turn early. So as you can see here, early finish bonus is 19 per turn. Total bonus was 19, so we have 86 total, carrying 40% of that forward, so we get 34 bonus gold. So not a ton of extra gold. However, the big thing here is that we managed to get ourselves a, let's see, a loyal and intelligent knight. Very, very powerful level 2 unit, so I'm very happy with that. Now, we had to sacrifice a lot of our units to get it, though. That's really the sad part here. The good news, though, is that we have an Elvish Archer that is very, very close to leveling up. Our Marksman is about halfway there. We did get some extra experience with Delfador, not that we needed it. And thankfully, we also got a kill with Konrad, so he's at least getting a little bit closer to leveling up as well. Not to mention this fighter, I think, got a kill as well. We did lose a bunch of our scouts, though, which is a real shame. But in any case, we concluded scenario number 2, and we did it successfully, albeit with a few hiccups. So I'm going to save it here. Whoops, I don't want to quit. I would like to save. There we go, completed. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one.